Hey guys, my name is Maria and today I'm going to be trying out the Aphogee Two-Step Protein Treatment. I have the shampoo, I have the two-step treatment, and the balancing moisturizer. And we're going to put them onto the test on hair that has been bleached 7 times. Let's see, does it really work? So this is how my hair looks like before the treatment. So I just used this and I was so surprised. It smells like chewable vitamin C tablets, which is weird, and it doesn't really lather, so I mean I wasn't really happy about that. But then after I rinsed my hair, I noticed my hair was so much stronger. I was kind of shocked. It just felt really nice and smooth. Although it doesn't smell and look pretty, it does the job. So now I'm gonna use a two-step protein treatment, and I'm actually gonna put this in this little spray bottle that I have because this is liquidy and I don't want it to just fall on the floor. I don't want to waste it, so we're going to spray it on. And we'll see how much I use, and depending on that, I'll put the rest back. But this is how much I put so far in here. I am wearing gloves, and I will be wearing a mask, a surgical mask, just because I'm usually sensitive to lots of products. So I don't want this to be an issue for me. So, you know, prevention is key. So I had to transfer this into this just because this spray bottle wasn't working, so yeah. You know what, I'm gonna do this just because this way, whatever product's left on my hand, I can just put it through my hair, which is nice. Just gotta make sure it gets wet. You know what, I can't really smell a wet dog because I do have a mask on, so this is a little tip from wearing a mask. Oh, by the way, my hair was towel dried. Well, not towel dried, but t-shirt dried before. It says in the instructions to make sure your hair is towel dried before applying this, so it's not like soaking wet. And it actually helps because if it's towel dried, you feel it dry. And when you put this on, you know you put enough because it's wet again, you know? Otherwise, you'd be like, do I have anything in my hair or not? I would say this part's kind of done because it's basically drenched in it. It's not like dripping, but I don't want that. You guys see this? What is this? Why is my hair breaking? Oh no, let's hope it's not a fail. Oh well, we're gonna keep going. I hope I won't look back at this and be like, oh my goodness, what did I do? I feel like I should have that sound in the background, like, oh no, oh no, oh no, no. Okay, they did say don't tug on your hair once it's wet, so I'm not gonna, just while I'm putting it in, okay? It does actually say on the instructions, you know, not to tug your hair while this is wet in your hair because it can, I'm pretty sure it might cause breakage, but I'm just putting it in honestly, so I'm gonna stop once I put it in. I'm gonna go in the back of my head as well like this, do the hand method again, and then just kind of like coat it through. Just be gentle, okay? Be gentle, that's the best tip I can give you guys. Alrighty, I would say it's enough. Well, this is fun. Do you guys see this? This is breakage, but okay, don't be alarmed because that's all the breakage I have. And it does say not to put your hand through it while it's wet, but like I just needed to coat my hair with it, so you don't have to like rub the product in like I did, but I just feel like I'm saturating it better if I do it like that, so. Alrighty, next step is to blow dry this. And again, they did say on the bottle to not mess with it while it's getting dry, so I'm gonna try my best not to touch my hair with my hand. I'm just kind of holding it here for support, if you will. And they said on the medium heat and full airflow. So I'm gonna put it all the way to full airflow and then medium heat. That's what the instructions say, so I'm gonna respect them. So a little tip I have while drying it to make it easier is doing this. So hold your hair like this so it's not flying everywhere and then do it. And it really does harden. Like this is really, really hard. So I'm not gonna touch it or kind of play with it because you can break your hair or damage it. So you don't want to do that, okay? Just leave it like that. So this is actually how it looks like when it's all dry. I know it might look wet, but this is dry and really, really hard. It kind of feels like I put a ton of hairspray on my hair. And now I'm gonna go rinse this out and make sure there's no more product in my hair. And then I'm gonna put the balancing moisturizer on and I'm gonna leave this for 2 minutes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait more than 2 minutes. I'm just gonna leave it in my hair as long as I'm showering and then I'll rinse it out. and I'll show you guys the final results. So this is how my hair looks like afterwards. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's really, really shiny. Like, I wasn't expecting it. I knew it was gonna harden and strengthen my hair, but I wasn't expecting any shine. The only thing I used to style my hair was a brush from Rowenta, and that's about it. So this is not using a straightener or a curler or anything. It was a little bit difficult to dry compared to how it usually is. I took a longer time to dry, and I did feel like it held all that water in and it just wasn't letting go of the water, but it wasn't like when it was dry and damaged. It was just felt really, really supple and strong. So I'm really, really impressed with it so far. The only thing I did use on my hair was this. Right when my hair is damp out of the shower, I always use this. It's the Sios Bond Recreator Serum. I have mentioned it before, but this for me right now is a staple. I always use it every single time, and when I don't use it, I do feel a difference. And I really want it to be fair because before, when you saw my hair before the treatment, I did have this in it, and I also had a lot of other products. So that's why it looked kind of healthy. And this time I just put in my staple, this, and that's it. But the treatment really, really worked. Also the moisturizer, it was really weird because in the shower it smelled like a man's cologne in a weird scent. Anyway, the smell isn't important. It's important that it does its job, so we're gonna judge it based on that. This is how it looks like. I want to add some hair oil in right now just so you guys can see how it looks like when I add another step in. So this is how my hair looks like after using a hair oil, and I didn't put a lot on, but I did want you guys to see the difference. So I actually think this is kind of like a base for your other hair care products. It shouldn't be a treatment used to restore your hair completely because it doesn't do that. It just strengthens your hair. And I did feel that, but it didn't feel necessarily silkier because it's not conditioning in any way. Well, I mean, I know the conditioner does condition, but I meant like it can't be compared to Olaplex or it can be compared to other hydrating treatments you can put in your hair. It's kind of like primer for makeup. You know, you put that on because then afterward everything you put over it will look better. So if you have a stronger base, aka stronger hair, then obviously it's gonna look a whole lot better if you put other hydrating things over like oils or, you know, leave-in conditioners. They're gonna look much nicer and your hair is gonna feel much better if you do that on already strengthened hair. And when I mean hydrating, I know the technical term is conditioning because it doesn't actually put water in, but you get the gist. So I do want to touch base quickly on some ingredients that are key in this specific product compared to others, just so you guys know what it has inside and the benefits. Number one ingredient in all three is hydrolyzed vegetable protein, PG, propyl etriol, and that is also known as Caravis protein, which is actually a veggie protein and a silicone blend. Now, don't be scared of silicone just because silicones actually coat the hair and protect it from heat damage and other damage, so don't think silicones are bad. You know, do your research before just saying certain ingredients are bad. But this Caravis protein is actually designed to strengthen, fortify, and revitalize your dry and damaged hairs, so it's a known fact that it does wonders for hair. And it actually has dual power, meaning number one, it penetrates the hair shaft and improves elasticity, and number two, it coats the hair and protects the cuticle. Another ingredient that's actually in all three is phytantriol, and it's an aliphatic alcohol, and this actually helps amino acids and vitamins penetrate the hair, and this is what helps get everything into your hair. And another ingredient I noticed in all three products was trimethyl siloxydimethicone, which is a silicone, and like I said before, amodimethicone is something I like in my products because I want my hair, which is burned basically from all the bleach, to have some sort of coating on the exterior to protect me from the heat and other damage. If you guys want to know more about that specific thing, my hair care routine does mention it, so I go more into depth about it there. Now, although all three products have those three ingredients, each product does have different things in regards to ingredients. Like, they do have specific ingredients to help for specific needs. And what I noticed in this shampoo for damaged hair was two different types of protein, hydrolyzed wheat protein and hydrolyzed soy protein. And for shine, it does have Marita flexosa seed oil and sesame seed oil, so it also helps give your hair a little bit of shine. Now, this two-step protein treatment, what it has that the others do not have is number one, hydrolyzed collagen. So the other ones don't have any of that. This one actually has magnesium sulfate, which is an Epsom salt, and it's actually a curl activator or a curl booster. I did notice a difference right when I got out of the shower. It was a little curly, and my hair isn't that curly usually. I do have natural curls, but this really activated them, I guess. So if you guys do have curly hair natural, you can give this a try, but I do think they also have a line for curly hair, if I'm not wrong, like Aphogee Curlific. I don't know if it's called that, but if you Google Aphogee curly hair, I'm sure you can find some products for that. Now, when it comes to the moisturizer, this actually has a lot of things in it that I was pleasantly surprised with. First of all, this actually has the consistency of a hair mask, which I was surprised because usually conditioners come out pretty liquidy most of the time, but this was very, very thick. So just letting you know, it's more like a mask. And what this has that really impressed me were silk amino acids, and they actually have a high level of serine, and that's an amino acid. So this one really smoothens the hair and, you know, keeps it from drying out. I noticed it also had rosemary leaf extract, and that actually stimulates hair follicle growth. So that's a good thing if you guys want your hair to grow a little faster. This also contains matricaria flower extract, which actually smoothens your hair, and it also helps strengthen your hair roots, so it's also good for that. And another thing is sage leaf extract. Be careful because that can actually darken your hair a tiny bit. I didn't notice that any darkness, but you know, just saying. It actually strengthens your roots and helps stimulate hair growth. The oil, I believe, but since it's an extract, I'm pretty sure it would do the same thing. And again, this also has amino acids. If you guys see alanine, proline, tryptophan, they're just amino acids which help your hair. But because this is a moisturizer, I'm more interested in the ingredients used to condition your hair. And one of them that I'm really happy about is squalane. So squalane is actually a lipid in your hair, meaning a fat in your hair. And squalane I love because number one, it moisturizes your hair. Number two, it increases the shine. And number three, it prevents breakage. So when I hear about those three things that an ingredient can do, I'm obsessed and want that in every single product I own. So I'm glad this has it. So overall, I'm really happy with this product, but just keep in mind that you do need other products to, you know, have the full effect of healthy hair if you're blonde and bleached.